Yo, what is up guys, it's Merc and welcome back to another Fortnite video. Hope you guys all are having a good day as always. In today's video we're going to be showing you guys how to get high kill gameplays in Fortnite, or just how to get high kills, sorry, not gameplays but high kill games basically. So we're going to be showing you guys how you guys can get more than 10 kills in every Fortnite game you guys get, whether you guys are playing in solos, duos, or in squads. This is basically showing you guys how you can have more kills than your friends and at least finish off the game with more than 10 kills. But before we get into this video, we want to let you guys know that we have a 40,000 subscriber giveaway going down on the channel. All you guys have to do to enter is leave a like on this video, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and make sure you guys comment down your gamer tag and what console you guys are on down in the comment section below. And if you guys are a winner, we'll hook you guys up. But further ado, let's go and get right into this video. So usually whenever I jump off the bus, you want to aim towards a location that is pretty big. So as you guys can see, we aimed for retail row, and it was fairly close to the battle bus. The battle bus was just above it, was hovering just above it, and there was a lot of people jumping there. So you want to jump an area that is hot. So for example, if the battle bus happens to go above tilted towers or any other location that is pretty big or has a lot of loot, because usually a lot of players, they're not going to jump somewhere that doesn't have a lot of loot, or that their chances of getting a bunch of loot is going to be there. So you guys always want to aim towards somewhere where there is going to be a lot of loot in the area, and that a lot of people are usually going to go to the location. Once you guys get there, you then want to run your usual route to wherever you guys usually go, your regular chest route. However you guys may loot it. So retail, I just looted up this house and I went down to like the little, I don't even know what it's called, it's like another little store, looted up a couple of chests, got some random stuff, and mainly what I was looking for was a pump, and unfortunately I didn't get to find one till later on in the game. But usually I just run this route. I'll usually land at the big superstore that has like a bunch of canoes and a bunch of other random stuff, hit one chest in the top floor, and then I'll make my way to the second store, to the next store, and then I continue to do that, just that whole, like, there's like a bunch of stores next to each other. I usually just go to each store, get all the chests, everything that I need, and then eventually I'll push out to try to go more towards the players. So whatever chest route you guys like to run, make sure you guys do that, as well as gather up materials that are in the area. So break whatever you guys have inside of the buildings. I try not to push people right away unless I have a pump shotgun. So if I were you guys, try to get the shotgun, because that's always going to be a huge help to you in fights, because if you don't have a pump shotgun and your enemy does, majority of the time you are not going to win the fight no matter what gun you have. If you have an AR or whatever. We ended up picking up this guy. He was already low, I think. We shot him a couple times with the SMG and he died fairly quick. And after that, we picked up all his loot. We wanted to make our way. I believe we just hung out in retail for a while. There was a bunch of people that ended up targeting us. They were just coming back to back to back. I don't know what it was, or if people were just rotating to retail. Like I said, it is, you got to aim towards a location that is hot, and there is always going to be people in the area. We made our way to the roof, and we got another player here. As you guys can see, he did have a pump, but we ended up getting a couple shots off of him, and we finished him with an SMG. He was not that skilled. A lot of these people that we ended up playing against in this game mode, or in this game actually, were not very good. I feel like, I don't know why. I just, usually, you know, I can get high kill gameplays, but on PS4, I feel like people are a lot more difficult than what they are on Xbox. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings or get anybody triggered for saying that Xbox people are trash, but majority of the time when I play on Xbox, they are fairly easy compared to people on PS4. I feel like high kills is very hard to get on PS4 because a lot of skilled players play on there. Every time I try to play, or I'm not sure if Fortnite is just ranked or low-key ranked. It's not like, you know, like they have like a rank system on there, but they don't tell us about, you know, how it goes. However good it goes based on however good you are in the game. So if you are trash, it is going to be difficult or pretty easy for you guys to get a win, depending, you know, you just get matched up with other trash players. But if you are a good player, I feel like you might end up getting matched up with really good people. But in this game, I don't know what it was. A lot of the people that I was running into in this game were fairly easy. They weren't that difficult. But like I said, we just stood in retail. We gathered some materials. We just kind of stuck to the circle. We were in the circle, so we didn't have to worry about that. You know, as long you always have to keep an eye on the circle as well. Make sure that you are always in the circle and not going too far out or getting too much into the middle as well, because usually in the middle there's a lot of people as well. And we ended up finding some other people. We ran into two other players that started fighting each other, and we ended up picking up both of them. This guy started building, you know, and I just shot him with one shot, and then this other guy out here, he tried to push me as well. And I think a lot of these guys, I feel like they were low from fighting other people, because they were literally one shot. I hit one guy for 55 and he died right away, so he was probably already low from fighting somebody else, but he had some pretty good loot. Like I said, a lot of these places, they are hot, so a lot of the people that are fighting are going to be low health. So if you guys are full health, you guys have shields and everything, you guys don't have anything to worry about as long as you guys are looted up and you have everything that you need, especially like a pump, SMG, whatever class you guys may be running. As long as you have shields and good health, that is all you need to worry about. Try not to take as much damage. You know, if you guys are not familiar with building and or shooting and placing right away, basically all you guys have to do, especially with the shotgun, is right after you take a shot on somebody, is place a wall in front of you. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are skilled players, so me telling you guys are probably like, this idiot, I already know that shit. We had another guy pull up here in a quad launcher. I believe it was I don't even remember what the skin is called. It's like the black astronaut skin, but we hit him for 26, and then we ended up finishing him with the SMG. He was pretty easy to kill. A lot of these people, they were just rotating to retail, and as you guys see, this is the boombox. So this is a very latest update that has came out. This is not old gameplay or anything like that. This is fresh gameplay. I believe we had some more people come here as well. A lot of the kills that we got were just people rotating towards retail. As you guys can see, we did farm a lot of the stuff that was inside the buildings. If you guys don't have any materials or anything like that, I do recommend, if you guys aren't familiar with the game, just try to farm stuff that are inside the buildings. We had another guy try to push us here, and we ended up picking off this guy as well. Our shots were kind of off in this gameplay. I feel like, I don't know, we kind of missed this guy a bunch of times, especially with the shotgun, with the SMG. As you guys can see, this guy's like, I don't know what he was trying to do. He was trying to heal right there. He tried to pop a shield, and we ended up finishing him with the shotgun. He was pretty easy as well. And then we had some other people that ended up pulling up here in a little bit. I think there's one guy that gets onto the roof, and we don't have any advantage because the boombox just keeps destroying everything. And I think he was probably just walking by, and he happened to hear us fighting, and then he started taking shots off on me. But a lot of these people, like I said, they're just rotating from the circle, or they just happen to be in the area and they hear all the gunshots and everything, and they just come to you. So a lot of the times, high populated areas like this are going to do you good. You just have to stay looted and make sure that you have a lot of heals and a lot of shields. As you guys notice, that I do keep usually 2 shields with me, or not shields, but 2 heals with me. I'll keep my shields as well as my bandages as well. And you guys can see this Link skin did end up seeing me. And the boombox, I think we're still going on, and I was trying to build up around him, and I couldn't get him. Or he just kept shooting. He had the heavy AR, and my building was kind of booty. Oh, I think he dropped one on me. Yeah, he did drop the boombox on me. I don't even know what they're called. And we just kept building. Usually, I think the boombox does 250 damage to your structure, so even if you place it, it still can stop some bullets. So I recommend that to you guys. That is a tip that I've noticed, but I haven't really, like, I don't know, I guess, said anything about. They do 250 damage, and we did end up getting high ground on this guy. I think we finished him as well. I think we finished with the SMG or with the shotgun. This guy got one shot off on me. It brought me down to 50, but like I said, you have to always carry some shields and some other meds with you as well, just so you don't get cleaned up right away. So we did end up running into some other 2 people here at retail. They were on the hill. They ended up fighting. One guy launch padded away, and then we found another player, and we just beamed him right away. He was trying to get some deagle shots off on this guy. Poor guy. He wasn't paying attention, but we ended up cleaning up that guy real quick. I think he was actually full shields, full health, everything, but we had the gold scar, and it took him out pretty quick. But as you guys can notice, I do try to keep 2 heals on me as all times. Try to keep some bandages as well as shields, mini shields or big shields, whatever you guys want to carry, or whatever you guys preference. Usually I'll carry the mini shields, and then we'll go from there. But if I have med kits, usually I'll take the med kits as well, but this time we just had bandages. You know, if you could get 15 of them, it's always good to carry 15 of them. It's quick to heal yourself, and you could always get to above 100, so you don't have to worry about that. If you're trying to go for high kill games, you always want to make sure that you have some type of heals on you at all times, because you are going to be fighting a lot, and majority of the time, sometimes some people do get some lucky shots off on you, and you know, you're going to have to compensate for it. You're going to have to find a way around it. We ended up making our way towards the crates, and there was one guy here. This guy was pretty noobish as well. You can tell we kind of messed up here. We beamed him really bad, and he was pretty low, and we could have built up to him right away, but we messed up right here on our building. I wasn't sure if he was going to build or not. It was kind of hard to determine if he was a noob, but right away he didn't take any damage from us. We shot him once and shot him twice, and that was it. He died instantly. And we just kind of kept around loot, or the crates actually, and we were just looking around. I noticed that there was a plane over here as well, so I started to look around. I think I took a couple shots at him as well. Yeah, you guys will see I shot at him a couple times, and the guy ended up jumping out of the plane. And there was like 2 other people, I think, in the area that we ended up coming fighting. And there was one guy, he has the balloons, you guys will see here in a little bit. He was just jumping a lot. And I feel like one way to combat the balloons, when a lot of people do that, or they just build a lot, I feel like I was just missing a lot of my shots, but I don't think it's really that difficult. This guy, he wasn't really, I don't know, he wasn't that good of a player, but I feel like the balloons were making it hard for me to hit him. And he did take some health off of us, but he didn't kill us a bunch. We did end up tagging him a couple of times, and I think he took off, actually. We didn't try to find him. I think the bloom in this game is just hard at times to be able to get some shots off on people, but the balloons definitely help out a lot. We ended up running into the same guy that had the balloons, or that was shooting at us whenever we were getting third-partied. He was the one that was third-partying us when we were shooting at the balloons, and he just took off with the grappler. We shot him once with the shotgun, and then we shot him a couple times with the SCAR, and eventually he took off, and he looted a semi-truck here in a little bit. You guys will see. He looted one of the semi-trucks that has a chest inside of it, and I figured, you know what, there's no way he's gonna be able to get out of there. So I took that as a good time to be able to shoot him. Literally, he was just stuck. Literally, we just beamed him right away, and he died instantly. So that was kind of a stupid idea for him to do that, but I mean, he was kind of trying to take off, so that was kind of on his end. But we ended up killing him. There was some other loot. I think he killed somebody else before we had killed him. And we picked up all his loot, and we got another med kit just from getting him. So we made our way back to retail, and there was a porta fortress, and it looked like some other people had already been here. So we did end up coming back to where we started, and we ended up making our way to one of the houses. There's already the final. There's only 6 people left. The final circle's already making its way towards the end. We ended up running into a guy right here on the roof. He was chilling there. I'm not sure what he was doing, but we ended up one-shotting him. I think he was weak, or he was just at 100. But we ended up one-shotting him, and he died pretty quickly. And I think we hang out here for a little bit. There was really nobody in the area for a while. I think a lot of them were like in the distance, and there was a lot of people hiding as well. But usually at the final circles, you guys always want to stick next to the edge and make sure that you guys do start using stronger structures or stronger materials towards the end, because it is going to help you out a lot, especially because a lot of people have explosives or they just have strong weapons by the end of the game. So you want to make sure you start using like metal and brick. You know, you kind of want to stay away from wood or anything. You know, just stay using brick and metal is what's going to help you the most throughout the game. What I've noticed, you know, at the end, especially usually what I do towards the end of the circle, I'll build a 1x1, kind of scope out the area, see where everybody's at, and hopefully try to wait for somebody to rush me. If somebody's nearby and I see them getting shot at or something, usually that's when I'll take the chance. Unfortunately, there was nobody nearby me. We did end up in the last circle as well. I think it was like the second and the small one before it starts moving. We got in that one. We were just camping out in the 1x1, trying to chill next to it, waiting for somebody to try to push us, but unfortunately there was nobody around. We ended up finding a white, I don't even know what that skin is called. It's like the biker skin, but it's like completely white, or the whiteout. That we ended up shooting at one of the whiteouts right there. He was camping in the area. We got him, and then there were some other players that were in the area as well. So we got the whiteout pretty low, and then after that, the circle started to close in retail, and he was running down the stairs. We saw him running up, and then he ran back into the circle for some reason, or back into the storm, and we killed him right away, and then we got the last guy left. So we already got 12 kills by the end of the game, and we were looking for this last guy. This last guy was hiding out, and I think he started bucking at us here in a little bit. He started taking some shots, yeah. So he was nearby us, and we didn't even see him. He got one shot off on me, and he was pretty quick at, well, he was alright at building, but I think we were just kind of choking on it. I feel like we weren't really paying attention, and I feel like I was kind of scared to be able to kill him. Like sometimes it's just hard not to choke in the game, and he started camping in a 1x1, so I started making my way towards the circle. I figured he was going to stay in there, so we just started building. You guys always want to push towards the circle, try to get to the circle right away, especially when it starts moving. And he launch padded. I thought he was going to get high ground on me, but he ended up just flying down, and he kind of stayed away. We ended up building more and more and more, and then we built more into the circle, and we ended up getting him at the end. He was pretty easy. He wasn't that difficult to kill. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys did enjoy. That's how you guys get high kill gameplays. Just to do an overview, all you guys want to do is make sure you guys land in an area that is hot. Try to get as much kills in that area as possible, and then when you guys get towards the end, you always want to stick next to the circle and pick off anybody that is close to the circle. You don't really want to engage at too many people at one time, because obviously you don't have enough health to go around. So or if somebody gets you weak and they one-shot you or whatever, then you're done. So my recommendation is always stay close to the circle. Try to kill as many people to the edge as possible. Pick them off one by one, and if you can't take on 2 people at one time, I'd recommend doing it as well. But majority of the people cannot. If you're not, I'm not really that good at building, and I feel like this will help out a lot of people who don't play that much as well, and don't really have that much experience with building as well. It's just mainly shooting and having good aim, and that's all it really matters. It goes down to. But I hope you guys did enjoy. A like is always appreciated, and if you guys would like to see more videos like this, you guys are more than welcome to subscribe. I've been Merc, and we'll see you guys in the next video.